everybody, how you doing out there? So I'm trying to go live all by myself today. There we go. Here I go. So I'm trying to do this all by myself today, so it's going to be a little rocky. I thought my buddy was going to come over today, but something came up, so Denny couldn't be here with us today. So I got a lot of stuff here. Hopefully I'll be able to see your comments pop up on my little gizmo here. I just fixed this up. Every time I do the show, it's like brand new to me because I'm always like tinkering, doing stuff that I don't understand. So anyways, happy Go Nuts Day, all right? I can't believe it. Today's what, the National Go Nuts Day. Well, that's what I thought. But then I was corrected. It's actually Happy Donut Day. Now, donuts, whatever. So, but that kind of gave me the theme of today's show, kind of go nuts, put a few thoughts in my head. I don't want any comments on that one, put a few thoughts in my head. Let's see. Well, I'm live, I can't even see here if I got anybody watching me yet. But, I got a couple people watching me, I don't know who yet. But I want to say a few shout outs. First of all, Eddie, I hope you're feeling good today. Down in Tennessee, it was nice talking to you on the old telephone over the weekend. And I'm going to get that little package out to you very soon as we get together to do some autographing. Mark's watching. Mark says break a leg. Oh, I almost tripped on there earlier, so that almost really did happen. Problem is I got size 13 feet and I'm wearing a size 15 shoe, so... and there's wires everywhere, so it's very dangerous. If anybody's ever walked around a crowded set, you can see how dangerous it is here. Especially when you're clumsy like me. So anyways, happy Donut Day. Look, I bought two. Now, one for me and one for Denny, but Denny's not here, so I guess, oh well. Today, I guess it's just going to be me and my pet dog, Fluffy. And you can see why I call him Fluffy. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Yes, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. Huh? Okay, go slide under the door. Go slide under the door. Let's see what we got going on here today. Oh, man. I thought I'd start today off with a scary fact. You know what? This is scary to me. I looked this up. Scary fact of the day. Okay. Did you know that cockroaches can live for weeks without their head? So if you see a cockroach and you chop off their head, that doesn't mean they're going anywhere, okay? They can live for weeks without their head. Actually, where their head gets chopped off, the blood clots up, and their nervous system keeps the body moving around for weeks and weeks and weeks. The only way they eventually die is because they can't eat and they can't drink. But they can live for weeks without their head. Now, I don't know if their head can live for weeks without them. It didn't say. Mostly talking about the body, but... that's a scary fact of the day. And it gives me the shivers. The shivering shivers. What do we got going on here? So, all right. Today, some celebrity birthdays, okay? Justin Long, star of Jeepers Creepers and Drag Me to Hell. It's his birthday today. Zachary Quinto, the new Spock. I think he's a good Spock if you guys watch the new Star Trek movies. The new Spock. I guess he's also an American Horror Story, which gives him the horror connection, but he's a good Spock, okay, in the Star Trek movies. The late Sally Kellerman, today would have been her birthday. Of course, we know she was Hot Lips Houlihan. Now, it's not Hot Lips Houlihan and Big Chuck, okay, so don't get weird or anything like that. It's Hot Lips Houlihan from MASH, the original, the movie. But she was also in Hands of a Strangler, Hands of a Stranger, and The Boston Strangler. See how easy to get mixed up there, right? And of course, it's also the birthday for one of Denny's favorite, Johnny Weissmuller. So Johnny Weissmuller played Tarzan, Jungle Jim. See if we got any. I can't see. If I'm getting any comments, I can't see them. So I apologize that I don't know how to use this stuff. Like, I can see me up here on the gizmo, but I can't see any comments. Back. public can comment on me. Public. That's you guys. So you guys can comment. But if I can't see comments, I can't respond to them. So I apologize if you don't come up. This is Denny's job. Denny, you're supposed to be here doing your job. Now I'm trying to do it. Hey, check out my new Batman shirt. My favorite Batman. Adam West from the 60s, my favorite Batman. I love this logo. This is the logo. This is the logo for Batman to me. Oh, and last celebrity birthday, the Marquis de Sade. Marquis de Sade, famous torturer and novelist. Yeah, that's a good job description. I'm a torturer and novelist. What else we got going on here? Hey, I apologize for last week. It was Memorial Day weekend, and one thing led to another, and just did not get around to doing a show. And I almost forgot to do a show this week. As you know, I told you that I would like to do the show on Thursdays. Well, today's obviously not Thursday. That's because the week slipped by. I was like a day behind because of the holiday. So I was like, holy crap, I got to do a show. Can't do it on Thursday. I have to call Denny, whatever. So we did it today. But normally I want to do the shows on Thursday for the summer. So, but, you know, stay tuned. Who knows? Things come up like this. And, you know, sorry about that. Hey, how about some horror movies coming out this summer? There's a whole slate of horror movies coming out this summer. Sounds like some pretty good ones. The Boogeyman is supposed to come out today at theaters. The Boogeyman, based on a Stephen King story. Not to be confused with the Boogeyman from the 70s and 80s, I guess. Yeah, I'm obviously not seeing the comments, people, or else you guys just really don't like me. Really don't care for me. Uh-oh. I shouldn't hit that button. Oh boy. Man, I'm just gonna go back to this. The only comment I saw was from Mark. So I think that might have been something else. No comments today. That's all right. I'll comment on myself. Good job, Richie. Good job. Anyway, some movies coming out this summer. The Blackening, a slasher film featuring an old all-black cast in the woods. The Blackening. So that's coming out June 2nd. Insidious, The Red Door. The Insidious saga continues. This one's going to be directed by the star of the franchise, Patrick Wilson. He's directing, his first time directing, so hopefully we'll see if he can do a good job or not. Sympathy for the Devil, okay, starring Nicolas Cage. Now, Nicolas Cage is getting a resurgence, right? He's in Renfield, and he's starting to pop up in more and more things, so he's getting another chance, okay? Sympathy for the Devil, and I guess it's about I think it's like an Uber driver or something whose passenger takes him on a really weird journey. So, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I don't know if that's going to be one of those straight to Netflix or something like that, but Sympathy for the Devil coming out later on this summer. Here's an interesting one. The Last Voyage of the Demeter is coming out in August. That's about when Dracula sailed from Transylvania to America, and he stalked the crew of the Demeter, which is the ship that his coffin was on, I guess. This is supposed to be pretty creepy, and it's coming out in August, so watch out for that one. Not sure he's playing Dracula or anything like that. I'm sure it's not Bela Lugosi, but of course. But that's coming out in August. The Nun 2. If anybody's been watching those the Nun series, well, The Nun 2 is coming on. So, and here's a really one that's I gotta go see. The Exorcist. Okay, The Exorcist is coming out in October, so they're redoing The Exorcist. So I got to see if they can beat the original Exorcist, which is one of the scariest movies in my mind. I saw it twice in one day when I was a kid, and that left quite an effect on me. The interesting thing, it's going to have Ellen Bernstein in it, who's going to play once again. I guess I don't know if she's playing the mom or what. She's too old to be the mom, right? But she's going to be in it. It says reprising her role, but I can't see her being the mom. She's got to be like 90 or something right now. Maybe the grandmother or something like that. Great-grandmother. And lastly, Saw X is coming out. So if you haven't had enough of the Saw series, don't worry about it. Here comes another one, Saw X, coming out probably in the fall. Some of these are coming in the fall, starting. But today, the Boogeyman, June 2nd. Pretty cool. A couple shout outs. Of course, shout out to, we'll see, Hollis and Ed for staying on top of that Cox Cable situation. Now, I'm told by Hollis that Cox Cable is getting a new, what's that thing called? It's on here, right here. Where is it? No. Wow. Oh, Cox Cable, here it is. They're getting a new server. That's a new server. So hopefully it'll straighten them out a little bit, and they can, because we send them new shows every week, but they keep showing the repeats. So hopefully with the new server, they'll start showing the new shows, and you guys on Cox Cable can catch up to us. Yeah, I can't see any of your comments, so I'll have to look at them later. Sorry, peeps. Oh boy. Yep. Oh wait, I got 3 comments. Hey, now I'm live. Hey, you're irritating. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get me off of here. Oh my lord. Denny! This is all your fault. Pardon the top of my head, folks. I'm trying to figure this gizmo out. Good. Just don't. Oh, here we go. What I got here? I got Joel watching. Hiya. Joel said, "Wise Mule." God, this is driving me. Is he still a little alive? No, he's not a little alive. Yeah, that's right, Rance. Still sawing. They're going to keep sawing until there's no more wood to be brought home. So I got some comments down there. Maybe I don't know how I even did that, but hey, guess what? If you're out and about, I was finishing my shout outs. So Hollis and Ed, hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for being on Cox Cable. Shout out to Amanda Childers for coming out to our live event, and she bought a lot of our merchandise. We got the new posters, and we got some new stuff there. Will you shut up? I gotta turn this guy off. There's no volume on this. Oh my lord. I need a tech-savvy person here. This will probably really screw me up. There we go. This is going to be it. Alright. There. Shut that big mouth up so I can talk. Okay. Still can't see the comments though. Where did those come from? Oh well, I don't know. If you're out and about today, you could have went to Monroeville, Pennsylvania, to Monroeville Mall. It's the first day of the Living Dead weekend. And it's the largest gathering of actors from not only Night of the Living Dead, but the from Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. So it's huge. It's happening today and through the weekend at the Monroeville Mall in Pennsylvania. I wanted to go today, but there's just no way I didn't have anybody to go with me, and I don't like to travel all alone. But that's happening, so that's definitely worth checking out. I mean, if you like Dawn of the Dead, oh my gosh, they got like practically every zombie that was in the film there that's still alive. So you can get their autographs and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. They have talks and seminars. They have tours going on, so you can tour the mall. Of course, Monroeville Mall is where Dawn of the Dead was actually filmed, inside the mall. So you got tours going on there, and I think there's even some excursions that'll take you maybe like to Evans City to see the cemetery from Night of the Living Dead and such like that. If you ever get a chance, it's a great convention. It's pretty fun. If you ever get to go to Evans City, Pennsylvania, where they filmed the original Night of the Living Dead, That's also a nice town, and it's a lot of fun to go there just to look around, especially at the graveyard. The chapel is there, and you feel like you're walking onto a movie set. All right, let me see. I'm going back here. No, still can't see my comments, so I apologize for that. What else we got here? Let's tell you what's going on today. Hey, check this out, guys. Hey, and thanks to everybody who came out to not only our appearance at the Great Lakes Gaming Emporium out in Menor, where we had a fantastic time, all right? And thanks to John for giving us, the owner, for giving us all those games, all those cool games that we had for the live event following Sunday at the Atlas Cinemas, where we had a record-breaking attendance, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to do it again. So thanks to all that came out, brought their family, bought refreshments, because that's what keeps it going. You're buying refreshments and spending the money there and seeing the free movie. It works out for all of us. So thanks to everybody that came out. Thanks to everybody that did buy some of our merchandise. It helps keep us financing stupid stuff that we got to have. Yeah, so if you want to see us again, okay, next weekend, not this coming weekend, not tomorrow, but next weekend, we'll be at the Horror Hotel Convention and Film Festival at the Best Western Plus in Strongsville, right on Route 82. We'll be there June 10th and 11th. And this is pretty cool. Also, Drac and Karita are going to be there. I think Chad and Bunny are going to be there. And I don't know who else is going to be there in the convention part. But the convention part is absolutely free for you guys. So if you come out, you want to see us hang out for a while, or see Drac and Karita, or Chad and Bunny, or all of us, it's free to come in. Free parking. It's free to come in and see the convention. You only have to pay if you want to go see some of the films in the film festival or some of the seminars that's going on. But the Horror Hotel Convention and Film Festival, it starts on Thursday, but we're going to be out there June 10th and 11th, set up in the convention. It's right toward the front of the hotel. So if you walk in, you're not going to miss us. Make sure you come out and see us. We're going to have our merchandise and stuff. So if you guys are wanting some things, we still have a couple mugs left. I'm ordering some more coming in. These sold out almost at the Atlas Cinema thing. So this is mine. Nobody's getting it. This is mine. I like to drink out of myself, you know. But we're getting some more mugs in. Maybe some surprises. Of course, we get the new puzzles that are in for our 25th anniversary puzzles, which is not an easy puzzle, guys. It looks like this. Oh, if I can get it. It looks like this. But it's a puzzle, 520 pieces. So it's pretty cool. And of course, we do have these posters for sale. We got a great package deal. Come out, you can get one or all three for a reduced price. But these are heavy stock too. These are nice for displaying anywhere. And of course, we have our usual assortment of movies and stuff like that for you guys to choose from. What else we got going on? Horror Hotel. Oh, and coming up, we're not sure of a date yet. I think details haven't been ironed out, but we're going to be returning, hopefully, to the Express Deli at 5185 Smith Road in Brook Park. Pierre has always been a longtime supporter of the Midnight Movie, and we're going to be out there. And remember last time we were out there, we had games and stuff we played, we had prizes, and he made that special Midnight Movie tater tots dish, which is I'm hoping he'll do again. So Pierre, if you're watching, I want that tater tots dish again. That was delicious. So make sure, we'll let you know when that's going to come up. Probably more towards the end of the summer, like that. Details be worked out. But make sure you stop by the Express Deli, 5185 Smith Road in Brook Park. They have great sandwiches. Corned beef sandwich. Oh my God. They got some good sandwiches and stuff. And you can even see our Midnight Movie decal on the wall up there by the cash register. So that shows that it's a highly rated Midnight Movie place. So that's coming up. A couple special shout outs. I want to do a shout out to Ron Callister, the Gallardi guy. Okay. You guys probably seen him walking around the Gallardi Fest and stuff in past years. He had his own show based in Brunswick. It was called The Gallardi Guy, and he kind of did like his version of Gallardi and showed some old movies and stuff. And I want to do a shout out to Ron Callister, the Gallardi Guy. Actually, thought about calling him today. Right after watching, I don't know if it was going to be too late or not, but I thought, maybe I'd call the Gallardi Guy, get him to come down here and be my special guest host today since Denny ain't here. I did have the extra donut, you know, so But I didn't do it because I didn't think there would be enough time, blah, 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 yada. But down the road, maybe I can get the Glardy guy down here. He hasn't made an appearance in quite a while. We'd like to hear a little bit about his show and, you know, his ideas and stuff like that. So shout out to Ryan Callister. Here's a stout out for you. Shout out to Steve Merlo, the filmmaker from Canada that let us show the Sawyer Massacre on the show last week, which was a record-breaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film. It's breaking all kinds of records on YouTube. It's won all kinds of awards. Thank you, Steve, for letting us show that on our show, and for the interview that you were kind enough to give us some time to talk about the movies and your next movie, Unseen, that's coming up. Right now, he's doing a fundraiser to gather funds to make his film Unseen. So we're looking forward to Steve Merlo and his new movie Unseen. It sounds really good. And of course, I want to do a shout out to my buddy. I showed this a couple weeks ago, but shout out to my buddy Doc Dredd. Doc, I can't tell if anybody's watching right now, but look at this awesome sketch that he did. I love this. It's the look at that. Keep It Scary, and of course that's the Manos, Hands of Fate. There's Torgo and the Master. I love that. I love this style, and I'm waiting to get a little frame for this. But thank you, Doc. One of my most cherished possessions. It's going to go on my new wall when I get my Goulardi, my Ghoul stuff that's been framed by Lil. Thank you, Lil, for doing that work and framing that Ghoul stuff. Doing a whole wall there in my man cave with the Ghoul frame stuff that I got from the actual Ghoul studio that is able to save. And thanks to Lil, my friend, she was able to save this stuff. Some of the stuff was kind of damaged, but she was able to save it. And it's framed. It looks awesome. So that's going to go on my man cave wall along with that. I'm not going to have a bunch of stuff on there, just stuff that's really meaningful to me. And Doc, thank you a lot. That means a lot to me. Can't wait to hang out with Doc at the Monster Bash in a couple short weeks. We're going to have fun. Hey, if you want to have a lot of fun, come out to the Monster Bash in Mars, Pennsylvania. Okay, it's a celebration of classic monsters. So if you love classic monsters, everybody that you want to be friends with is going to be at this convention. Drac and Krita is going to be there. Doc Dredd's going to be there. Yes, and Bucky too. And Midnight Movie, I'm going to be there. I don't know if some of these guys might come up. We're going to be hanging out for at least Friday night, Saturday. We're going to be hanging out. And then looking forward to a great trip with my buddy Doc. We're going to go down, see some historic sites in Gettysburg. So hopefully I'll get some nice footage to share with you guys on the regular show. And hopefully we can hear from some ghosts. I'm going to take the little thing, I want to hear some ghosts. So looking forward to that, the Monster Bash coming up. With the main guest is going to be Dan Roebuck from the new Monsters show. He played Grandpa in the new Monsters movie by Rob Zombie. He's the main guest, and hopefully he'll be able to make it, but he's a great guy, a lot of fun too. He does Dr. Shocker, so he does his own horror character too, horror host character. Everybody wants to be a horror host, right? It was funny too, I just at the Hartville over the weekend, ran into the Mummy and the Monkey out at the Hartville thing. Son Ghoul was out there too. So we were all kind of out there, so it's nice to run into them. Congratulations on the Mummy and the Monkey for getting a new channel to show in down in Tennessee. So if you're living down in Tennessee, hey, Eddie, down in Tennessee, tell your friends to be on the lookout for the Mummy and the Monkey. They're coming at you, okay? Always nice to run into our friends down there. Son of Ghoul. Something like that. Hey, a couple of days ago, the reason I thought, okay, this today, I said it's Go Nuts Day, right? International Go Nuts Day. Well, it kind of made me think. It's like, hey, I was watching Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde a couple of days ago on TV with Spencer Tracy. And I started thinking about it, and it's like, you know, I think Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's kind of slips under the door horror monster. You don't hear a whole lot about him. Doesn't he rank right up there with some of the biggest monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein? But he doesn't really get that love. So I did watch Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with Spencer Tracy. Now, I'll tell you what, I've seen some other versions, okay? I've seen some newer versions. I've seen some older versions. But seriously, Spencer, you needed some makeup, okay? Just by your, whatever, a couple bushy eyebrows did not really cut it, okay? I think you would have been a really good Mr. Hyde, but you need a little help, okay? And, speaking of which, Frederick March in the 1931 version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, he did a good job. He had a little makeup, not a whole lot, change him, but just enough to give him that animal look and feel. And guess what? He was the very first actor to ever win an Academy Award for a horror role. Now, I do believe that if you're going to have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I want to see some monstrous makeup, okay? And as a child, okay, one of my favorites was Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I used to watch it a lot, but not in a normal way. I brought these out because I thought it's kind of funny. Remember these little Super 8 films from Castle Films? There it is. That's my Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, enjoy the whole 5-minute version. I had some other ones. We would sit around. How many people at home as a kid remember sitting around with the projector and watching these and really like thinking you're doing something? I have Three Stooges, Popeye, of course, with the good old Popeyes that jumped around like that. Look, I have Abbott and Costello, have Badge Will Carry. 2 versions. Look at that. Whoa. Why do I have 2? Another Popeye. This one's Olive Sweepstakes. Got the Knife Juggler. And look, I even got Curse of the Demon. The whole movie in 5 minutes. You couldn't beat it, right? And you can make up your own words because it was silent. More Three Stooges. The Flintstones. And look, we really splurged here. A double reel. This must last about 10 minutes. The Little Rascals and Spooky Hooky. It's hard to say. But remember those? Did you sit around with the projector and sit and watch these? I know my friend Ken, he had some movies too like that. He would bring over Earth versus the Flying Saucers. I remember that one. I think he had them. And we would watch these little 5-minute things and really get excited like we're really doing something. But watching the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I was like, you know what? I think Boris Karloff and Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I liked his makeup in that, but guess what? He didn't even play the monster. The monster in that film was actually played by his stuntman, Eddie Parker. So Dr. Jekyll was Boris Karloff, but as soon as he drank the potion, I got some potion right here. Check that out, guys. I made some potion today. I don't know if I'll transform. I don't know. I'll try it later. I don't know. I do stupid stuff, but he drank the potion, and then Eddie Parker took over, and he was a monster. And then when Costello turned into Mr. Hyde, that was Vic Parks. Vic Parks, that was Costello's stuntman. So neither one of those guys put their makeup on and actually did any Mr. Hyde. But that still, to me, is one of the most impressive Mr. Hyde makeups. Okay, so I do like that. Hey, you know, I noticed on Triv. I don't know if Triv's watching. Oh, Mark says he still has his Bell and Howell. I still have my projector too. I hope the light bulb's still good. I haven't turned it on in a while. Hey, we should get together and have a little mini film festival, Mark. And show some of these. These things are so old. But oldies but goodies. Mark, I like because I can see your messages pop up. I don't know why nobody else's comments are popping up. But I'll go back to this later and I'll respond to them if you're making a comment. I'm all over the place. I was going to say, Triv, I noticed that in Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, there's a scene where they're in the wax museum and a Frankenstein comes to life. Now, Frankenstein, and it's the square-headed Frankenstein, Universal Frankenstein, Boris Karloff, same movie, appearance. Can we go there? What do you think? Just mull it over a little bit. Mull it over in your square head if you're out there listening. So, no comment. So, I did that earlier. I zooped the comment over, but I don't know. I'm going to have to work at this thing. What else have we got here? Oh, you know what? If you've ever seen the 1925 version of Dr. Pickle and Mr. Pride, Dr. Pickle and Mr. Pride has Stan Laurel actually doing a great parody of John Barrymore's 1920 performance of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I haven't seen that. I'm going to try to look it up. Hopefully I can find it on YouTube or something. But Stan Laurel does a parody of John Barrymore. It's supposed to be really funny and really good. I've noticed that from the International Horror Host Hall of Fame, okay, very soon they're going to be announcing their nominees for this year's awards ceremony, okay? So looking forward to that. Keep your eyes peeled. Best of luck to all the hopefuls out there. If you're a horror host, the International Horror Host Hall of Fame, it's a class act. It's a lot of fun, and it's great to be recognized and to hang out with a lot of your fellow horror hosts. It's a good time down in Cincinnati for sure. That's coming up. Now I noticed today, a lot of people asking about Glardy Fest, and to tell you the truth, we don't know. I haven't heard anything about Glardy Fest, and I'm not going to say no, I'm not going to say yes. Just have not got any news about Glardy Fest. But when I was doing a little research on it today, I did go to BigChuckLittleJohn.com. I recommend you go there too. If you're fans of the Glardy Fest or Big Chuck and Little John or Houlihan, go to BigChuckLittleJohn.com. They sell all the DVDs there that you want. So all the DVDs of the shows, DVDs of the skits. It's got great music on there. It's got memories of past Glardy Fests on there. T-shirts, if you're Big Chuck and Little John, T-shirts, Houlihan and Big Chuck T-shirts. All kinds of cool stuff on there. So go to our friends BigChuckLittleJohn.com. Buy some videos. Money goes to Chuck and John. So go on there, check them out. The music's worth going there alone. So nice, cool, polka music and stuff like he used to play on a show. It's a lot of fun to go there and do some remembrances. Talking about remembrances, remember our show is seen on Spectrum Cable 180, channel 180, Saturday nights at midnight. But if you tune in Friday night at midnight, you can watch a whole marathon, I guess, till our new show comes on Saturday night at midnight. So Spectrum, Cox Cable, channel 45. If you get a Roku, I keep saying, guys, get a Roku device. It's about $25. I got this one at Walmart, okay? Look, it's even got a coupon for $5 off something on there. Get one of those, hook up your TV. If you have internet in your house, okay, hook that up, your TV, and then you can watch this on Tingler Television Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. It's a new show every week. We set on the show and it goes on every week. So Tingler Television, a free channel. The Betamax channel, another free channel that you can download on the Roku device, and it archives our shows, so you can watch up like 30 shows they have archived there, and you can watch them on demand. Online, you can watch us on the Monster channel or the Vortex, all right? Or you can always go on your computer. If that's all you have, you can go on to midnightmovie.net, down to the showcase, and you can watch new shows right there on our website, on the showcase, and you can check out all the other stuff that we have on the website about what we're doing or what we're not doing or what we should be doing. And remember, you can always check out podcasts at TMM Pods on YouTube. We have some podcasts up there, and which led me to believe, a couple days ago, and there's that spit that Triv always talks about, flies through the air. I'm going to get a little drink of this. Ooh, Windex. Our friend Mark Pinto asked about an interview I did a few years ago with Richard Keel. Remember Jaws? Or Ega? And so I looked it up, trying to find it for him. Well, it's on YouTube. And it reminded me, we have a whole lot of our stuff is on YouTube. You got to search for it a little bit. But we've done a lot of interesting interviews with celebrities over the year. Kane Hodder from plays Jason. I know we did Kung Fu David Carradine, John Saxon, many, many more. My wife did an excellent, I think one of the best interviews ever with Forrest J. Ackerman. It's about maybe 20-something minute interview. She did a spectacular job, and it's kind of just like a little talk with Forrest J. Ackerman. So if you're interested in Famous Monsters Magazine, Forrest J. Ackerman, look that one up. It's a very good interview my wife did. And maybe one of the last interviews that was done with Forrest Ackerman. But my wife did it. She did a great job. But, just kind of look through. We've done a lot of interviews over the years, So it's all there on YouTube somewhere. People asking about this interview, that interview, what movie is on. Well, I can't remember what movies. We've done so many movies. We do a brand new movie each and every week for 50 weeks out of the year. That's a lot of movies for 25 years. So I can't really recall, but most of that stuff's on YouTube if you do a little searching. We've done so many fun interviews with people. Creature from the Black Lagoon, you know, I mean, just so many people. So what else do we got here? Hey, make sure you call the hotline number, okay? The hotline, write this down, 440-944-7105. Call the hotline number, leave us a message. And if it's a good message or nice message or even a bad message, we usually play it on the show. So make sure you pop in, 440-944-7105. Nobody's going to answer their phone. It'll take your recording, so leave us a message. Let us know what you think about the Mid-Dazed Mayhem. Let us know what you think about the Midnight Movie. Just let us know if there's any movies that possibly we could show. Remember, they have to be public domain, so don't ask for Star Wars. But give us a call if you agree with me that CAPSULE is pronounced capsule. Give a call and let us know. Come on, people. CAPSULE, capsule. Right? Or ENVELOPE, envelope. All right? Just let us know if you think that's correct pronunciation. Let the show know. If you don't think it is, maybe you shouldn't call. Or, hey, we'd like to be sent stuff. You can send us stuff at Post Office Box 81593, Cleveland, Ohio 44181. Send it to the Midnight Movie. Post Office Box 81593, Cleveland, Ohio 44181. Ellie and Gary just sent us a cool box of treats that we're still munching in. So we like to get stuff. Whatever you want to send us, a message, a card. We got a cool piece of art. I don't have the guy's name right now. We got a cool piece of art you're going to see in an upcoming show. This thing's amazing. Like I talked about Doc's sketch, this was a piece of art that incorporated all our names in the Midnight Movie and stuff into this cool haunted house scene. Really a fantastic piece of art. So shout out to the artist that did that. I'm going to get your name next week. I'm going to make sure I do a proper shout out. I just popped it in my head. Oh, and look. Turkish Batman and Robin. I knew I had it. So now the discussion goes on. Rocco? Turkish Batman and Robin. What else I got here? I got the donuts. I don't need one of these donuts before it's over. My nose is itching. I can do this on my show if I wanted to scratch the nose. That's a good thing. There's nobody here to stop me. And by the way, I brought this out here. A lot of people have been asking questions about this box. Now, this is the box that I put movies in that we never want to play again. Okay? But some people are very interested in this box. Now, I don't know the history of this box. I got this at an estate sale, kind of a creepy estate sale. Some people are saying this reminds them of the Divot box. If you know what the Divot box is, it's that haunted box that, that you hear about, paranormal, supposedly very evil box or whatever like that. But I thought I'd bring it out here, let people get a good look at it. A lot of people at home wanted some pictures of it, stuff like that. My daughter got a lot of queries about it because she's into that paranormal stuff. So some people wanted to know the history of it. I don't have a history of it. It's from an estate sale. But I do use it to go like this, and I take, we're not going to play the movie no more. And I open it up and put the movie in it. Okay, boom. See, now I don't want to close it, but I didn't let the demons out. But there it is. Take a close look at it. It's all hand carved. I'm not really sure what it's all about, but I don't think it's the Divot box. Maybe it's a pivot box. I don't know. What else we got here? I do want. The joke of the day. I got a joke of the day. What do you think about that? The joke is, why should you avoid people dressed up as celery? Because they could be stalking you. Joke of the day, right? Joke of the day. What else we got here? Well, so I'm going to do the book, but I'm going to have to pick my own numbers because I'm not getting any messages on here. So if you were out there, you see my elf? I got my elf family. Hey, check this out, Hollis. Got my Stooges. This is stuff that fans have given us. All right, I'm going to pick it random on my page here. Sorry I can't see your comments at home. I don't know how Denny does down here, but I'm getting there, right? It's a little bit better. I can see me. I turn my voice down. Okay, here's the days, blah, 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 right here. the Patrice Munzel show. That sounds like somebody you really want to watch. Patrice Munzel. Hello? Hello?
I cannot watch you and call you at the same time, but you can't see people. Rance Martin is watching. Mike Squires is watching.
Okay. Rance is watching. Mike Squires, did you say?
Yeah, see, it's been a long time.
Hi, Mike. I'm glad you're watching. I can't see, but I would be doing a shout out to you. But this is interesting because I actually talking to Triv on my pad, which I didn't know I could do that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do this stuff.
I don't know what you're having a lot of problems there seeing comments and all that, so I just wanted to let you know that Squires is watching. Joel is making a bunch of comments.
Yeah, well, Joel.
And Joel also said Glenn Strange portrayed Frankenstein to Abbott and Costello or whatever.
No, yes, I know that. I'm talking about Abbott and Costello, meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's a Frankenstein, and there's Boris Karloff appearance.
Okay, well, we can discuss this. I gotta get back to work. I just wanted to let you know and give a shout out to Rance and Mike Squires.
All right, well, thank you. Now, hey, it's pretty cool. I get calls on this. I didn't know. So, all right, get back to work.
I'm a little confused.
I'm very confused because Denny couldn't make it. Denny does this, but I said, well, I'll put mine up here so I can see. I can't see now. My monitor's frozen. This don't give me comments. I don't know.
Well, next time tell Denny no days off.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Things come up. So, but look, I got Fluffy, my pet Fluffy.
I need to get back to work.
All right, go back to work. Be safe.
Yep, bye.
All right, bye. Well, look at that. You know, I can get a call on here, so that's pretty cool. Hey, maybe we can do a call-in show one day. You guys can call in on here. I don't know. Hey, Mike Squires. All right, Big Mike. Glad you're watching, buddy. Haven't heard from you in a while on Rants, one of our longtime super fans. That's great. I'm glad you guys are all aboard the Mid-Dazed Mayhem. Now, where was I? The Patrice Munzel show. First telecast in 1957 and last telecast 1958. So it didn't last long on ABC. This sounds weird. No wonder it didn't last. Metropolitan opera soprano Patrice Munzel demonstrated her versatility as a singer in this live variety show. Show tunes, popular songs, and operatic excerpts are all part of her repertoire, in addition to comedy sketches with her weekly guest stars. And it does not sound good. It does not sound good. And it had the Charles Sanford Orchestra. Get it? Sanford? Whatever. Let's do a better one. I'm going to find a better one. What's this one? The Gangster Chronicles. That sounds good, right? The Gangster Chronicles. 1981. Okay. It was in 1981. That's all it says, 1981. Well, it's got a lot of good names in here. It's got Michael Nori, Joe Penny. I thought it was the same guy. Kathleen Lloyd. Who else? Marky Post was in this. Robert Davi. And Triv's got a good Robert Davi story. We'll get him to tell that again, the Robert Davi story. Joe Mascolo. Man, look at Richard Castellano. Jonathan Banks. And it was narrated by E.G. Marshall. These are all gangsters, okay? It's all gangsters. So 1981, it must have been like, when gangster movies are all popular. Well, they're always popular, aren't they? What's this about? Dramatizations of the constant warfare between criminals and law enforcement from the perspective of the good guys. Well, I don't see any good guys listed on this bunch of things. It's all like Mad Dog, Kyle, Vito, Genovese, Bugsy Siegel, Lucky Luciano. I don't see no good guys. However, the success of the two Godfather movies inspired NBC to dramatize the mafia from the inside, showing the relationships of the families. The Gangster Chronicles, though based on historical fact, was a dramatization of the lives of three crime figures who grew up together. Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegel, and Michael Lasker, who was a composite of several real people. So he's like a Frankenstein. Does that count as an appearance, Drew? No? I don't know. Godfrey movies, the personalized explored, blah, 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 was not very pleasant, yada, yada, yada. So that was it. The Gangster Chronicles lasted for 1 year. What else I got? I gotta do drink this. I'll take a bite of my donut. Shout out to Donut Land in Brunswick. Want good donuts, go to Donut Land in Brunswick, Ohio. And the reason I'm talking about Brunswick, Ohio is hopefully we'll be back on the bat in Brunswick pretty soon. So breaking news on that. Going to drink from my potion. Hopefully I don't transform. Oh! Ah! Oh! Hello everyone out there! Finally we got rid of that Ritch character and let me come aboard for all nuts go nuts day. And of course Denny didn't come. He knew that Dr. Hyde would make his appearance. This is my imitation. Huh? What do you think, guys? I'm pretty good, right? Oh, boy, they don't rhyme like that no more. I guess I could took my hat off. And the last thing I'm going to read from this book, look at this book. An old version of Complete Mother Goose. And I thought some of the things they wrote in here were very interesting. Ding dong bell. Pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Green. Who pulled her out? Big Tom Stout. What a naughty boy was that. To try and drown poor Pussycat, who never did any harm, and killed the mice in her father's barn. Anybody could write that Mother Goose stuff. Anybody. So anyways, shout out to you. Happy Donut Day. Make sure you come see us at the Horror Hotel next weekend, the 10th and the 11th. It's free to get in. Come up, stop by, say hi. We'll have some of our merchandise up there. We'll have posters. We'll have all kinds of stuff. We'll have us up there. We'd love to see you. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to sign out. Thanks for watching. And go enjoy a donut. Talk to you again next week. Hopefully on Thursday. So be on the lookout. Hopefully on Thursday. I want to do the show on Thursdays. But, you know, sometimes time slips by. So now I have to walk away. Enjoy our new backdrop that features Denny and my picture. Courtesy of Mouse Wilhelm. Thank you, Mouse. And I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Don't spoil the soup. Don't spoil the soup. Don't spoil the soup.